Very good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about stack overflow. First, you have to know about what is meant by stack. Stack is nothing but a temporary storage. It is used to store the data or information or any values you can store. The most common cause for stack overflow is called as excessively deep or infinite recursion. A function call itself so many times that the space needed to store the variables and information associated with each call is more than can fit on the stack. Suppose you take the stack memory is 1 kilobyte. If you are going to store the data more than 1 kilobyte, that is called as a stack overflow. So when it will occur means, the function call itself so many times. If you are calling one function infinite times, so what will happen means infinite times you want to store the data in the stack memory. So when the stack memory is used means when you call a function, so stack you are using the stack memory. If you are using infinite times, so what it means every function it will store the data in the stack. So what will happen means stack memory is unlimited. So what will happen means if you store a excess memory, automatically a stack overflow will occur. An example is infinite recursion in C. Next one is it is used to store the local variables. So it is used for storing the local variables which is used inside the function. For example, if in the function you are using some local variables that is called as A or B, it may be an any data types, integer or a float or character data types. Parameters are passed through this function and through return address. So when you are calling one function, so it will go to that particular function. After completing the task, it will return to the main function. So this every address will be stored in the stack memory. If the program consumes more memory space than stack, overflow will occur as stack size is limited in computer memory. So stack overflow, you are having a stack. Stack is called as a temporary memory. It is used to store the temporary data. So the stack memory, so it is used as RAM memory is used for stack. So there are various types of memories available: ROM, EEPROM, EEPROM, ROM, TROM, etc. Here, RAM is used for stack memory. Next, what is meant by stack pointer? If you take the stack memory, the starting address assume that it is called as 1000 and the ending address is called as 10,000. So if there is no data in the stack memory, the stack pointer will show the starting address that is called as 1000. If you store one data in the stack, so the stack pointer address will be 1001. Suppose I am storing the 10 data means the stack pointer address will be 1010. Next, where you are using this stack? Suppose I am writing a main program and another program that is called as a subroutine program or subroutine program. So when you call to the subprogram from main program to subprogram, so what you have to do means I got to store the return address in the stack memory or from main function to other function. For example, you are writing a C program. So the main function, you all know about the main function. From the main function, I am calling a delay function, or I am calling a display function, or I am calling a communication function. So what it means, when it goes to the function, automatically the local variables you have to store in the stack. The size of the stack is depend on various factors. So in some processor, there will be a 4-level stack, 5-level stack, 6-level stack. So depend upon the OS, depend upon the processor and compiler. Next, what is meant by stack and what is meant by queue? So queue also it is called as a memory. Stack is also a memory. So what is the difference between queue and stack? Queue is called as first in, first out. Stack is called as an last in, first out. So here I am using a stack memory or queue memory. So here we have a 5 level. File level means we can store a 5 bytes of data. If you are having 4 level means we can store a 4 byte of data. So this is called as a file level stack. So we can store a 5 byte data. So first I'm storing the data in the first level, first byte. Second data I'm storing in the second byte. Third byte I'm going to store in the third level, fourth level and fifth level. Suppose I want to take one data. So in the stack, that is called as last stored data only I can take first. That is called as a stack. But in queue, so the first data, first in, first out. The data store I can take out first. But in the stack, the last data only I can take first. That is a difference between stack and queue. So the last data only I can take first in stack memory. In queue, the first data I can take first. So I will give some examples. First, I will give you some example for stack. So I'm going to park 2 cars. So there is only a single road is available. One end is closed. So there are 2 cars available with 2 colors. One is colours and blue, another one is red. So first I am parking the blue color car. Next I am parking the red color car. So if I want to take the car means the first car is I have moved is blue color. I cannot take that car because that is in the end, and the second car is the red color car. So first I want to take the red color car. After that only I can move the blue color car. Here we are using the stack. Next one is I have used some plates. And there are ping plates are available. Some 1,000 plates are available. So first plate I cannot take first. The last plate only I can take first. This is another one example. Suppose another we can tell if you are typing something in your Word file or PPT or Excel, etc. After that you are doing some modification. When you do the undo, what will happen means the last modification only it will come. So there we are using this stack operation. Next one is queue means you take the ticket counter. So there are 5 persons are there. So those who went to book tickets, first person, he can book the ticket first. The last person will get the last ticket only. That is called as queue. Or otherwise, if you take one-way car parking, so there are 4 cars are available. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars are available. So here the right side, what will happen means that there is a door is open only. So when the first car move in this road, the first car will come out. So that is called as first in, first out. The last car enter into the road will come last only. So this is the difference between stack and queue. So here, where you are using this stack memory, I have told when you are using functions or subprograms, you are using this stack. So it is called as a temporary storage. When you are storing an excess amount of data in the stack memory, the stack will overflow. So overflow means you will get a runtime error. Will get. So now I am going to explain a small program. First is this is called as main program. So that is called as a int main. So I am using a local variable that is called as a. It is a data type is integer. So I have initialized a is equal to 5. Next calculate a. This is called as one function. So if I use this function, automatically it will go to this function that is calculate function. So here the a value is 5. Now it will check a is equal to 0. So it is not equal to 0. So what will happen means it will set a is equal to 6. And once again it will calculate a is a. Next it will go to the same function. A function call itself that is infinite times. So that is called as what will happen means see here a. It will go to this function. Once again it will check a is equal to not equal to 6. Once again it will go to calculate a. So this function will continuously it will run. So that is called as a infinite times. So the local variables it will go and store in the stack memory. So what will happen means a overflow will occur. Next one is, if we take a stack memory, so in one address we can store some 8 bits only. So if I want to store a 16-bit number, so there also what will happen means overflow will occur. So if you declare a large number of local variables or declare a large dimensional array or matrix, can result in stack overflow, because the size in one address we can store only 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit. If you store an excess amount of data in one location, automatically a overflow occurs. Next one is another one program I'm going to explain. Factorial program using recursion in C. So first one is the header file. Next, this is a main function, and this is called as a factorial function. So in the main function, first I am using one variable that is called as number. It is called as an integer type. Another one is called as a factorial. It is a long integer type. First I am giving one number. It will ask print enter the number. So next one I am giving some number. I am giving the number as n. N is equal to 5. That number will be stored in the n. Next one is factorial. So this is called as a function. So factorial function. So when you give a number, I am giving the number as 5. So what will happen means it will go and store in this function, that is integer n is equal to how much? 5. If now it will check whether 5 is equal to 0. No. So what will go means it will go to the else condition. So here if else condition is used. So here there is no need of open brace and close brace, because there is a single statement is available. If you are having a multiple statement, then only you have to use an open brace and close brace. But if you use a single statement, there is no need of putting the open brace and close brace. If you put also, nothing will happen. Next one is return. So return, what will happen means here n is 5, factorial n minus 1. So n minus 1 means 4. So this is the function. So once again this will go to this function. Here n value is 4. It will check it is equal to 0. No. So first n is equal to 5 means 5 into factorial of 4. Next it will go to this once again function 4. It is not equal to 0. So it will come here. So n value is 4 into factorial of 3. Once again it will go to the function. So n value is 3. It will check the condition false. False means it will come here. So 3 into factorial of 2. So once again it will go to the function. So 2 factorial of 1. Next factorial 0. So when the n value is 0, now what will happen means the condition is satisfied. So satisfied means it will return 1. So here what will happen means this value will become as 1. So 1 into 1, what is the value? 2, 1. So this 1 will come return here. So that is called as return function. So 1. So 1 into 2, you will get 2. So this 2 value will come to this factorial 2. So 2 into 3, 6. Now this 6 will come here. 6 into 4, 24. Next this 24 will come here. So 5 into 24, that is called as 120. So now the condition is satisfied. So automatically it will come here and it will display the value 120. So the 5 factorial means it is called as 120. So this all about the stack overflow. Thank you.